Here, and today I have a delicious battle for you. We are attacking Athens. I almost said Rome for some reason. We're attacking Athens, and I actually got my buddy to play with me. So over here, I I forget. I think his online name is Wapa Bipa. Not 100% sure if it's the same on Steam as it is usually. I think so. Anyways, we'll find out at the end. I am attacking as Carthage. I just been on a Carthage kick. I think they're cool, and I really like their noble fighters. Um, and I think I'm playing as Lusitani in my campaign as well. So I just think they're interesting. They're cool, and they're also like revered by Caesar. As these really aggressive, fierce fighters. So, anyways, cool guys, cool guys. Yes. So we are attacking. He's playing Arverni, and got a lot of Oathsworn here, right? Yeah, so very, very, very strong troops. Um, gonna be hard to defend against them, and then some Celtic warriors, and then two spears. So not bad at all here. The Gaelic hunters, by the way, are also very good. Um, I got some hoplites we're planning on using in here. Archers, of course, and then unit of slingers somewhere around here. I'm doing the same tactic as I try to do in I think the previous video. So I had my ballistas out here, and the other army actually sallied out and fought me out here because they did not like this. But we're trying it again today, and just to ensure victory over here, I kept a few more troops, some archers to back up, and my cavalry. So if anybody sallies out, I can drop them off the towers real quick. We can fight, and I got reinforcements right over here. The whole goal of this, right, is to lay down fire. Actually, I didn't even see these while we're attacking, but I assume they're defending in here or somewhere on the walls, or at least going to make a brief stand here. And that ballista is going to be able to hit them. That is the general plan here. So we're going to open up these breach points. We're going to use the ballista to fire in to demoralize the troops, and then we will come in with the hoplites and the swords, and just try and work with the hoplites basically. Use the tankiness to eat up Hela, whatever, etc. How did you lose two guys? Oh, not two guys, 12. Dang. Yeah, so they obviously have wall artillery that was just. This one over here is mostly just shooting at my ballistas, not able to quite hit it. I forget if this one had already shot or what was going on with that one. This one definitely been tagging my guys coming in here, so definitely hurt my Gaelic. Wait, oh, my Gaelic warriors. Yeah, wait. Oh, Celtic warriors, Gaelic warriors. That's okay. Anyways, so got my Gaelic warriors here. Got my Libyan infantry. So yeah, they've definitely sustained some casualties walking up here. Holy crap! How many? 109 kills. That's insane, man. Sometimes I really do feel like the wall artillery is some BS, but I mean, you have the settlement, and you have less troops and less budget, so I got to turn to these guys because they're already shooting arrows at me, which is fine. I welcome the chance to eat up some of this fire, right? Especially if I'm facing it head on. I don't know if the tortoises eat up any of the ammunition or not. It's a great question. They are, however, hitting the sides, the flanks here of my guys. But mostly focusing just on hitting my. And these are Gaelic warriors, right? So they're my, go into the fray kind of unit. They're not super expensive, and I use them on the front lines. So anyways, yeah. Speed this up a little bit real quick if I can. Nothing. We kind of take a slow approach here while we're knocking down the walls. And slowly but surely we can start seeing the enemy troops. Now you can notice over here, I'm starting to move the siege towers to open up. I don't know if they can shoot through the towers or not. I don't even try and figure it out. But anyways, I'm going to move them and start opening fire with my ballistas because we have shield bearers in here. Very tanky, very expensive. If we can get some hits on those guys, that would be awesome. And silver shield swordsmen. Also very, so these units right here, these 3 units cost a good deal of money for them, especially especially defending, right? So open up with fire. I know like most accurate is standard shot. Oh no, they're exploding ones. And then the exploding ones do the most damage to infantry. But sometimes you just gotta choose one that's gonna hit them. You know, sometimes the fire ones are cool because they'll roll and they'll catch people on fire, get you some more casualties like that or some more kills. Is this a good one? Yeah, it's not bad. So that's 6 of them. The only issue with going for archers, and I'm trying to hit these guys here, these shield bearers. The only issue with going for archers is that they don't need all their guys to use all their ammo. Okay, and we took out this is probably out of ammo, to be honest, but it's okay. Better safe than sorry. I have had those turn on me last second while I'm coming into the city and just destroy my guys. So anyways, I'm kind of intermittently throwing some chop at them. I'm really trying to hit these guys, but my ballistas are just not quite cooperating. But if I do, you know, they're gonna roll on a line, right? And, you know, into the thick of them. So me rolling in my hoplites. I got 3 units of them. They're just late Carthaginian. They're not horrible. They're not insane. So we're gonna roll them in here. Make sure that we have our, you know, our points of contact. I don't know what you would call them, but our little choke points held off. I'm gonna use them at each of these. And I'm gonna hold this line and reopen fire with the ballista. So definitely hit a couple here on these shield bearers. Yeah, nice. I'm trying to shoot short because I keep, like, the ballistas keep going way too far. Oh, that might be a good one right there. Oh yeah. Nice. Nah, no way that only killed 6 of them. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. So anyways, soaking up the Pila, you know, doing what they do. Got my Gaelic warriors right here. They, I'm gonna try and get them to use their ammunition, but nice, wow, good hits. I think this is awesome. Archers are opening fire, light archers, by the way. And then over here, got some pikemen and some Theros spears. I think they're worried about the possibility of me coming in this gate and using my ballista to knock it down. I was never really planning on doing it. Yeah, I coulda. I don't know. Anyways, archers are opening up fire. Not too concerned. You know, we got Celtic warriors and our Carthaginian hoplites in here and our Gaelic warriors. So they're all our frontline troops. The more ammo we can soak up, the better. And I do start going for the archers since they're shooting at me. I kind of regret that. I probably shouldn't have switched. Let's see how many kills we have. 84, not bad. But, you know, these are high quality kills right here. These are high quality. 84 high quality kills, right? That's what we want. Guess I'm gonna run them in. I think maybe they're taking... No way. Wait. You see all those spears in there? Oh, what? They just block? Pila? Is that the purpose of these? I don't know. I feel like none of it reached them, though. Yeah, so the archers destroyed my my hoplite unit. I think they'll recover. But yeah, they have a bunch of ammo. And by the way, this is probably the first instance we're going to see of this. So, you know, and I made the lobby, and who knows, you know, people are new or whatever. And if you're new, you don't know. You know, you should probably find out, but it's not really your fault. However, you know, the Seleucids, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 archer units, right? Just right here. You'll see later in the battle how many they actually brought. And I will complain for sure because it's kind of sucked. Okay, kind of sucked. And it was a little disheartening. But either way, we got a new unit of hoplites that I moved from this flank over. And we're going to move them up here for the archer fire as well. Still racking up some kills. What are we at? 123? Nice. I should have went for this front line. I shouldn't have moved in the Gaelic warriors. That's on me, you know, that's on me. It's okay, though. You know, the plan overall is working well. Definitely. Dang, they're hitting them now. They're getting more accurate as their ammo runs out. So anyways, I did really enjoy playing with my buddy here because, like, look how slow we're moving and we're just, like, methodically. Like, I'm bringing over troops from here. I don't have to rush. You know, we have a whole hour. We wasted 20 minutes at this point already. But that being said, like, it's worth it. Like, we're using up the ammunition. We're getting kills with our ballistas. We don't need to rush anything. I am gonna get going over here though. Just trying to use my Libyan infantry's units ammo. Sorry, and you know, if they're paired with this Carthaginian unit and then these Celtic warriors, they can definitely get some kills over here. So start working them down. You know, Backshire really hasn't seen any action, and we do have this unit of Oathsworn inside the settlement. So, you know, not bad overall. Not too bad. Who are these? Theros Spears? Yeah, those Theros Spears, they can do some damage. Gotta watch out for them. Also on this left flank, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Who are these? Oh yeah, the Celtic Warriors. Celtic Warriors are breaking. They're just losing decisively against the Shield Bearers. You know, they're a good unit. They're also getting picked from this gap since these guys are a bit tighter, right? Something we could do actually to probably mitigate that is tighten our units up, you know, to their formation a bit better. We'd still get picked in the side a little bit, but okay, so here, 1, 2, 3. 3 units of archers done. If they did not bring more units, they would be screwed right now. They just used all their ammunition, you know, hypothetically, on our weak units. We're bringing in Oathsworn, right? And we're bringing in my Samnite warriors. We're ready to fight, right? They still have 1 archer unit back here, but I'm sure they're running out of ammunition too. So not bad. Over here, we're fighting. I'm still trying to use up their ammo, but we're pairing a lower unit with kind of a mid unit. You know, so they're fighting. They're losing, but they're gonna be able to fight this for a very long time, right? Definitely. And Backshade shows a good choke point, right? Good choke point right there and up here as well. Especially because you can't really get them with archers unless you do get them on the walls up here. So, skirmishing these guys. I would probably try and skirmish this pile in here. But I know when we were playing, he was saying that these guys are just glitching like crazy. He was losing his mind. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Got some archers back here. My general. I haven't really done anything with my archers currently. We do on this left flank. So I brought my broken unit of hoplites back in here to soak up some more ammunition from another archer unit, right? From their 5th archer unit. And I'm looking at these pikes over here and silver shields. So we do want to do something about these guys, 100%. They also have another pike unit right here. And then, yeah, Theros Spears and Thorax, so not bad. Oh, here comes another archer unit. Number 6. Number 6 right here. Fresh and ready with, you know, however much ammo they can shoot. Like, what are the kills on these guys? 89, 109, 171. So it's kind of BS because, you know, we ate that ammunition with our lower tier troops, assuming, you know, everyone was holding to the 1-2-4 rule, right? Which I had posted. So we were saying, okay, that's totally worth it. We can do it. But now, since they have more archers, you know, was it worth it? Like, was it for anything? I mean, I think it still was worth it to play like that. But, you know, I mean, these archer units, like, they're getting 110 kills. Like, that's good for a unit to get, you know? So they're doing a lot of work here. Plus, you can send them in melee. They're not going to get many kills, but they'll definitely get something. So just moving our reserves, kind of getting them in here. Still got 2 Libyan infantry units right here. Pretty fresh. I should probably swap them out with these Samnite warriors and my hoplites, but it's whatever. I think we're just grinding right now. Over here, we do actually use a good tactic here. So we're going to pull out the Celtic warriors and my hoplites, I believe. No, wait. And somebody. Who's moving? Hoplites. Okay. Because I think I buffed them with my general. No, I have no idea. Anyways, they're very tired, so are their Celtic Warriors, and or maybe they're just winded. I don't know. Maybe they recovered. But we're gonna give them a second to just breathe back here, and we're gonna move in an Oathsworn unit, which should be able to fight these guys pretty easily. And then we'll move them back in. So we're cycling troops. I think we're fighting well on that flank, on that front. Over here, we're just trying to break through these shield bearers and stuff, man. It's tough. On the left flank, got my archers in here. Do they have kills? Oh yeah, 70 and 21. Do we miss it? No. So I don't know who they were shooting. I have no idea. However, we should be able to take out these pikes pretty easy. This guy's doing out here. 145 kills, man. Like, oh my goodness, that's insane. It's a little ridiculous. Really have a lot of troops right here, which they should be more concerned about this area over here, to be honest. But oh yeah, 1 2 3 wait, it's 5. Where's their 6th one? Oh, maybe this is the 6th one out here. Anyways, yeah, so we're starting to tear them up. I think we're shooting at them. Yeah, we're shooting at them for sure. Pikes are being eliminated very quickly. Oh, and with the Pila. Wow, the Pila. Nice addition there. But yeah, we just have Levy Freeman over here, so nothing crazy. I just use up my hoplites over here because they're broken, they're dead. Like, might as well have them eat up some ammo, right? But yeah, so we'll need to reinforce this. I mean, these Silver Shield swordsmen, they're pretty good, so they're definitely gonna beat that unit. Over here in the middle front, the mid front, I don't know. Got my Libyan infantry in here. They're taking shots basically from the front, so I just put them in shield wall. I'm like, you know what? Please, just use more ammunition on me. By the way, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 now. Okay, 7 units of archers. Just saying. Yeah, and it gets a little tough because you know, the argument could be made like, okay, well, if they have so many archers, why don't you just swarm different fronts and overwhelm them, right? Well, so the issue is that they have these great chokeholds. I didn't even see that this happened, actually. Thorax swords, yeah, those Oathsworns should definitely beat them. Anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought. The issue is that they're holding choke points, right? As you do in a city defense. So you hold choke points with your tanky units, with your good fighters, with your low tier units, literally with whatever, okay? Because it takes a long time to break through chokeholds, as long as you have troops to fill that chokehold, okay? Obviously. Even here, I mean, this is a bit bigger, so we made a bit more progress, a bit more easily, okay? But they hold it for a very long time. And what they can do while they're holding it with their infinite number of archers and ammo is they can skirmish down our units. Like, look at this guy. He was a full unit sitting here. He's getting skirmished down by the spears, by this other archer unit, by that unit, or, yep, they still have ammo. Yep. I mean, that's a whole unit. Like, how many kills do these guys have? 146. These guys up here already have 29. So, yeah. It is, I mean, if you're going to hold a city, block up the choke points with decent unit, mid-tier units, literally whatever. Just people that can last, rotate them in and out, or have fallback points, and then just pick them off with archers, right? I mean, it's genuinely, it's OP because I can get, you know, an archer unit or two to go fight against them. But when they have literally like just infinite number of them, I can't even shoot. Like, I could come up here and shoot this guy now, sure. It would probably work pretty decent. I could kill him. I was just assuming at some point they would run out of ammunition, and I wanted to save mine for, you know, things like pikes, right? We have to take out pikes, or they'll destroy half our army. So it is just. You know, the 1 2 4 rule I thought was kind of stupid. It's like, who's gonna tell me what army I can and can't bring. You know, like that's not how war works. I do think though that it brings a fairness to the game, just because like there isn't a quote unquote unfair advantage to like attackers or defenders, and it makes the battles more uniform. You know, you could say. Anyways, I think it's fair, and it just sucks a little bit for us right now, but I still think we can do it. The going plan is to, well, one, we're gonna try and sit here and eat up this ammo from these guys shooting it over. By the way, another archer unit, second one that just popped up. So what is that, 8, 9? I literally lost track how many units that is. But yes, so we got thorax swords and there are spears coming in. We can easily beat them. They do have some pikemen back there. Is that... I don't know if that's 3 units of pikes or if that was just 2 and they never brought the other unit over here. I think it was just 2. Wouldn't surprise me though. But anyways, I do have slingers. And they're good for, you know, engagements like this. It's very flat. They don't have to shoot over things. Obviously they can't. So we're going to try and skirmish them down a little bit. Try and get some use out of the slingers just because I don't really see... I see us fighting up here, 100%. Oh, you can actually even see a unit for a second. And then maybe over here. So the slingers, they have a lot of ammunition. Got to use it up. Got to do something with it. This is helpful. And like I said, we're just trying to be slow and methodic about this. Slingers probably are going to go for those pikemen, I believe. But we do have some Oathsworn left. We've got, you know, some Samnite warriors, living infantry. Like, we're looking strong. Balance of power is not quite in our favor. It's never really in your favor, though, as attackers. Wait, or is that the opposite? So maybe this is bad. I don't know. Bactria has not really committed too much to the fight. Yeah, hoplites, Theros spears. They still have probably most of their archer ammo, considering they never had to use any, because their buddy had, you know, everything that they needed. I think this might have been a little bit of an overcommitment here for us. I think we should have held this gap or committed more troops. But anyways, yeah, Bactria kind of looking a bit fresh, a bit too fresh for my liking. They still have these thorax swords here. And am I shooting these guys? Yeah, I'm starting to shoot these guys with the slingers. Nice. Oh man, reminds me, I gotta get a thumbnail. I always forget to get a thumbnail. Just do this. I think this is good. If we can get these guys not moving with their hikes up, but I'm kind of shooting them. It's a good one. Oh, this will be... Nah, this won't be good. Okay, maybe this is good. Dang, man, those guys are doing good. Oh, with the back's turned, get another volley off. Anyways, I'm sure I can find something in there. Yeah, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. And these units here, they're nothing too insane. We can definitely eat them up, break them. My only worry is those archers hitting us in the side while we're doing it. Over here, we are breaking them, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put my archers up here, shoot these guys in the back right here. And then I'm... Oh, maybe I already was. Sorry, I think I totally skipped that. I had my archers up here shooting them in the back. I kind of consider this a win at this point. Like, these guys are going to break soon. Wait, are they? Oh, maybe not. Okay, yeah. So I got my archers hitting these guys on the flanks as well. So anyways, I kind of consider it a win. We're going to go capture this gate and then try and flank around and engage for when we fight here. At this point, you know, I am starting to feel the clock a little bit. You know, the clock is ticking. So we got to be careful. And then over here, I think we overcommitted, got flanked. I honestly Just like in this replay, as in the real game, I totally missed it. But those Celtic Warriors, by the way, 89 kills, and they lasted all the way from the start, right? With those hoplites, so not bad at all. Not bad at all. You know, they're grinding in here, we're grinding in here just the same. So, not bad. I do think that had we put archers on the wall up here and skirmished down, it would have been good, but I think their archers probably could have obliterated us. So, you know, I don't know. Anyways, we can definitely hold this off still. I'm just going to use my Libyan infantry unit just to hold shield wall formation so they're a little tankier. And yeah, so out of, you know, the archer units we've already seen and have died in battle, right? Because we had 4 that were here originally. I'm pretty sure they all fought already. We're sure there's 4 more up here. So there's 8 or 9 archer units. I don't know. 10 maybe? I have no idea. There's so many freaking archers. And like right here, they would be out of ammo. So now they're gonna slaughter us from the flanks, right? It's just, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. I still really wanted to win though because, you know, like, well, 1, you want to win, and 2, like, you know, it's so much more satisfying when you feel like you're fighting for a just cause. You know, you're like, these guys brought an unfair number of archers and we're still gonna win. You know, that's the kind of mentality that you want to have. I did bring in my general, you know, seeing as how all this space is opened up now, and the archers are up here. We know they're gonna nest up there, and if they bring them out, we can hit them. So we're gonna start exploring other areas, like what's over here, what's over here. Do they have their flanks covered, right? As we're getting lower and lower on time. And so my buddy bringing in his cavalry, noble horse, by the way, solid units of cavalry. Very good units. General bodyguard, not great, by the way, not a great unit, cavalry, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Archers probably out of ammo. They are, yeah. 142 kills on them though, not bad. Got my Samnite warriors out here. They're fresh, yeah. So we're gonna go try and break these guys. Yep, and obviously getting shot in the flanks here. Just, you know, probably a better move for this would be to come back down here and just hold and face them, you know, head on. You'd probably suffer like slightly less casualties. Just because, you know, you have your shields faced towards them and everything. Yeah, I mean, they're just murdering us. Murdering us with their... and so we were going to run in here. A little scared of the archers here. Double time. Because what's going to happen is if we run in here... and we get caught up, they're able to hold us here for a second or two or whatever, these archers are going to destroy us. So we got to be careful. So I'm like, hey, why don't you go around the settlement? We got enough time. See what you can poke and prod, you know, over there. And I'll stay here out of the archer's range with a Samnite warrior unit and see what we can find in here. Also going to put my unit here of archers without ammunition to see if I can bait any of their fire as well. Over here, these thorax swords, man, they do not want to die. I got 78 kills somehow. And they're beating my Libyan infantry, maybe just because they're winded. I don't know. But anyways, we're flanking them. They should break soon. Just trying to do away with them. And who are these guys looking at here? Are they shooting? They are. Oh. Yeah, shooting at the flank of my Samnite warriors. So, man, that is tough. Got my noble fighters in here. Got this flank looking, I don't know, secured. I don't know what to say. We had some archers back there on their side. I mean, they have some archers, and I wanted to try and kill them. And then I don't know what my plan was, but I did want to try and kill him. Oh, I lied. I was shooting at this. Later, I want to kill them. This is a great flank shot on them. So when they're defending this, if you can get your archers here and securely fire at them, you can destroy them. Only issue is, yep, you saw that volley right there, is these guys. And they have the advantage because they're not crammed in this tight quarter. They can spread out like this, and they're so much harder to kill. They are so much harder to kill, man. I don't know, like, if this has any negative effect, but it definitely has a positive one. Like, I don't know if you're less accurate because you're more spread out or anything, but yeah, hard to hit them. Hard to hit them like that. So just not even worth it for me to sit there and just get, you know, deleted. I'll definitely get killed more than I kill. Kind of thing. So I will try and rebuttal with all three of my guys here, my slingers and stuff. We're gonna try and kill them. But I'll give you a spoiler. It doesn't really work. They're just spread out so thin. And so at this point, I think I might fast forward a little bit. Obviously, we're fighting up here. The Oathsworn's in battle, winning decisively. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they took the bait, shot at my archers out of ammo. I'm sure they have millions and millions more of arrows left somehow. And yeah, so if I engage this front right here, I die. I die to archer fire, right? They're just going to shoot me in the sides. I don't have, I mean, I could bring my archers around and skirmish them, but they have like 3 or 4 units up there. I'm not going to kill them all, and they're still going to have ammo, right? So there's just not a great solution for me here. Unless our flank works out, right? If they can create a gap, a whole chaos where I can just, you know, work the other side, work the other front up here, or maybe they can find a gap here. But no, so they have shield bearers as their general unit. They got elite Persian archers from Bactria still up and running. And Bactria also has a royal cavalry, so pretty decent, I would say. The noble cav is better. And Theos spears. I don't know if these guys threw their ammunition yet or not. But yeah, so these archers are really putting a damper on us. But we need to engage. You know, we've sat here for too long. We got to get going. We got to try and break through these guys, right? I mean, we're running out of time. So, get a little fast forward going here. Nothing crazy happens. We're just grinding. I also moved a Samnite warrior unit up here. They're winded. I don't know freaking how. I feel like they get winded so easy, but just trying to fight with this Oathsworn because they're very tired. They've been fighting for a while, and they're a good unit, so we really don't want to lose them to anything. And we really want to keep fighting, right? We want to break through them. So at this point, we're really just dealing with Bactria. Seleucids used up their troops, and mostly, I mean, they still have archers left. And Bactria is plugging the gaps here. I guess we do have this unit here of Gaelic hunters that's keeping them on edge because we do have this gate captured, right? We could flood in through the gate, which would be pretty cool. I mean, we could even come in the gate here and hit their archers. Maybe that's something we should have seen. But our cavalry is already in the settlement, right? Yeah. So anyways, they launched out their archers that were out of ammo. Gonna use the mercenary fighters, take them down. Living infantry. Do I have ammo? Is that what I'm doing here? I don't think so. So unit losing decisively against Thorax swords. I don't know how. 42-34. 42-34. Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it is. Maybe they're just tired. Yeah, these guys are active, so they're not tired yet. So we just have a difficult push ahead of us. I mean, they, looking around, like, yeah, Bactria really did save all of their troops. I mean, they have plenty of troops to really keep fighting. If we can somehow break through a gap here, or here, or here, and get our cavalry in here to create chaos, to break a unit or two on this front, and we can flood in, that's, you know, that would win us the game. And that's kind of what we're looking for and hoping for as time is running out. I'm moving another Samnite warrior unit. Jesus, I can't talk. I need to back this other guy out so he can take some time and rest. So yeah, I mean, we're just stuck at these choke points, and you know, had we, you know, realized that this was going to happen, we could have spread our army out thinner or thinly, went to the flanks, you know, and tried pressuring here and here and here, whatever. I still think they have enough troops to deal with that. You You know, maybe I should have moved my noble fighters all the way around, or maybe at least one. I still have one that's not engaged yet. At this point, honestly, I should bring him to the front here. I'm just so scared about, like, okay, look at these guys even. These guys still have freaking ammo. What is the debuff on him? Oh, war cry. Oh, they war cried him. That's funny. Oh, they're shooting at him with that ballista, that wall ballista. That sucks. That might hit him. Yeah, I'm just scared of these archers, you know? I mean, you go in and they just start ripping you from the side, and that's it for your general. That's it for your morale. That's it for my Sam Knight Warrior unit. So it's tough. You know, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. Just grinding away, guys. Just grinding away. You see his units of cavalry back there working around the side, looking for ways in, looking around what's good, what's bad. Do they go in here? Yeah, I think this is doable. So, sword unit. I don't know if that's going to be a good charge or not. They got enough momentum on that. That sword unit should get destroyed on a charge from this cavalry, losing decisively. So they will lose that. Yeah, they're dropping. Do those guys have... Yeah, those guys do have ammo. They're going to shift. Honestly, this is maybe where you have one unit here and one unit here, right? But they do have their general unit of cavalry here that is completely capable of tying up a unit or two here. So you got to be careful. Definitely got to be careful. Yep. Archers just shooting at my guys. They're out of ammo, but whatever. Yeah, still grinding, guys. Still just trying to grind away here. Oh, I did rest my unit. Okay, so they're just active now. They're coming back in. Yeah. Oh, so the Oathsworn. Oh, Oathsworn's still in there. 175 kills, by the way. Jeez. Sam Knight Warrior unit, 232. I mean, not bad at all from those guys. Not bad at all. These guys are finally out of ammunition. So cavalry charge happened. General came in, but they destroyed this sword unit, right? And how many? Probably still very healthy. Yeah, still very healthy. And they could even beat this backchain Royal Cavalry, right? Without like interference from archer fire or the the shield bearers or whatever. They can definitely 1v1, right? So harassing the flanks, that's good. They're pulling back up the spear unit. Just tough. It's just tough. We're grinding away. You know, noble fighters are in there. They're exhausted, so they're in combat even. They already have 165 kills though. Got to move in my second noble fighter, try and swap them out, rest them. Just doing what I can. I mean, I know there's only 11 minutes, but if they're well rested and they can just get more bodies, then we can try and push through. But the time is against us. I'm gonna come in here with my... Oh yeah, and they get destroyed on the way out. Yeah, I figured maybe the archers didn't have that much ammunition. They had a lot. They had a lot of ammunition, so not good for me. But I will start buffing my other noble fighter, I think, here soon. Okay, cool. So I start moving in my Cretan archers and my sword unit. So I think these guys... Yeah, okay, so somehow, somewhere, some why, they use a volley of arrows. And so they're out of ammunition. So I came in here. I used my archers to kind of soak up the charge of this cavalry. I was going to use it to eat up any of the Pila from these guys, but either works. My Sam Knight Warriors not looking too strong here. They got 92, 91, but they're not good against horses, I guess. And it's a pretty decent unit of cavalry. So I'm gonna bring in my general again, and I may have some ammo from these guys. No, I do not. We're giving it our all. I'm distracting him over here, and we're trying to... Honestly, as soon as I distracted him, we probably should have just instantly pushed in here. But I did think I could get my unit in here and win. I just don't know. They're losing decisively. I don't know. I mean, they only have half the guys, but it's just odd. It's odd to me. I mean, they're a pretty solid unit. They're supposed to be a little bit better than these thorax swords. Maybe these guys are ranked up? No, these guys are ranked up. I don't know what's up. Anyways, yes. Boom. Cavalry unit comes in, destroys the horse, moving on to the archers. This shield bearer unit has to hold firm, you know, for this other cavalry unit. This is working well. Other cavalry unit, unfortunately, is getting shot by some ballista. They're war crying our cavalry units, and they're coming in on the flank. They're going to try and get here and help us. I think I charged in for a second. No, I didn't. I just got close. Had to threaten him. So we got cavalry charge coming in. I want to see how good this does.
As you command.
Really didn't do much. 70. Yeah. But they should be better. Yeah, they're definitely better. So these guys, the noble horse should win. My Samnite warriors unfortunately break. They just couldn't hold on for any longer. Sucks. My general goes in. We're trying to rack up some kills on these guys, right? Only killed 3 of them. Yeah, only killed 3 of them. Not a great unit of cavalry, like I said. So not amazing for us. But we do have the noble horse in their backlines, right? So their archers are moving. They got these 0 spears holding off this section here. You know, if we want, we could go all the way around and hit these guys in the back here. Archers, and then the spears here. If we break this, we're in. I mean, I got 2 noble fighters here. We destroy them. Right here, we're suffering. Winning decisively. I don't know how they're fresh. That was a last unit or what, but that's awesome. But yeah, the 3 spears are coming to back this up. Maybe reinforce this flank. I don't know, but... Oh, but we got to work them. We only have 6 minutes. So we're in here. We're getting some kills on the archers. Going around, going inside. They pulled one of their units off of the front lines. Up here in this midsection to come down. These guys are fast too. Look at these guys. I remember this. I don't know if it was that hill that gave them the speed, but look how fast they are. Oh my gosh. And it's probably because these guys are like exhausted. Oh, they're only tired. Yeah, I don't know. They're so fast. That's so funny. Catching some arrows on the way out. The arrow spears, throwing some pila, some spears at them. I honestly think, yeah, we sacrifice a charge here. Screw it. Nice. And honestly, like, look, 164 kills, 79 kills, already doing great work out here. And yeah, we're just trying to break through. I think I lost. Oh no, I moved my already exhausted noble fighter up here because I see these guys. They're gonna break soon. They just are, and also they're depleted on troops up here. We got like 1 Theros spear unit left, and a thorax sword unit. Like, if we could break through that, then we're good, right? And they're chasing horses over here, so I'm like, okay, redistribute, go in. I'm holding my general over here as a threat, pretty much an empty threat. And so we're gonna get the horse, the cavalry units out. So that we don't lose them. But, you know, at this point, 4 minutes in, we probably should have just done all that we could with them. Sacrificed them, you know. Just because we're against time. And yeah, so now that the horse... I keep saying horse. Now that the cavalry units are out, they're gone. We're really just looking at this like, wow, they're just gonna hold these choke points, and I mean, they have enough units to do it, and I don't think we're gonna be able to break through. Obviously, I have my general here. He could not fight this general if he wanted to, but if need be, this cavalry is coming all the way back around. Yeah, so let's see. I think I do get one more charge off, but yeah, I mean, my guys are fighting. You know, they're fighting hard. I think at this point I'm just like, hey, screw it. Let's go. Let's go for it. You know? Like we're out of time. Let's run around. Let's go through this flank here with this sword unit that we know we can kill. I think I was waiting for his guys to go first just because I was scared my general was gonna die, but they break. And this is the disappointing thing here. Watch this charge. So typically my general's super weak. It doesn't get good charges off at all or anything. Watch this. 116. Okay, not that great. Not that great. Never mind. I thought I remembered it being better. Okay, so we took out 16 of them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it would have been worth it or not. But anyways, if the noble horse held or other units held, we just lost morale at this point. You know, too many casualties. Anyways, really solid fight. I enjoyed, you know, our slow gameplay, moving in, taking areas of interest to us. Yeah, Wappa Beepa. Taking areas of interest to us and then, you know, proceeding forward. Bactria did very well conserving their troops for the end. Their thorax swordsmen that they definitely highly ranked up here. You can see they did very well. They used their highly ranked units to gather a lot of kills. 239. That's really good. And they also used their archers very well. They saved them for last, and they used them to skirmish us down and not allow us to use our archers on the flanks. So, you know, good for them. And then the Bactrian Royal Cavalry also got some kills, you know, holding off the flanks and such, and killing my general and my archers. On the other side of things, for me, you know, my archers did very well, except for this Cretan archer unit. I don't know what happened there. That's a little disappointing, but they all three of those guys did really well. Ballista, pretty glad I brought that. Did very well as well, almost 200 kills. Should have focused more on just infantry, but how could I have known? You know, these guys, these hoplites, they were beaten up from wall ballistas, or beaten up from Pila. They soaked up Pila. They held so other troops could get kills. Not bad at all. And when you put them into comparison with like these thorax hoplites, you know, very similar situation, very similar scenario. You know, they're doing what they need to do. So not bad at all on that front as well. And then my Libyan infantry, pretty good, honestly, over 100 kills on most of them. This guy got tore up a bit here. And then my Gaelic warriors also kind of just ate up a lot of that archer fire as well, which I was planning to just run them out of ammo, but, you know, that just didn't work out. And then my elite units, I think I did very well in using these guys, trying to rotate them in, rotate them out. 345 kills on one unit is insane. So I got about 2,300 kills, which is solid. Actually, most in the lobby here. Wappa got 2,100, basically 2,200. So we actually we 100% killed more of them somehow. Usually defenders have less troops, but maybe I don't know. We did have a decent amount of money to spend. Anyways, looking at the other side of things, so Wappa, his archers did okay. You know, you definitely want to see more kills from these guys, especially these Gaelic hunters. This dude got some good kills, but yeah, these other three guys, I know one of them was like glitching on the walls, unfortunately. We would like to see more kills from them. Other than that, the noble cavalry solid. You know, frontline troops did really good. 94 kills, by the way. That Celtic warrior unit that we paired with the hoplite unit, solid, very good, very budget. Good kills, right? And then these Levy Freemen, who we know were on the front lines, eating up ammunition, running into pikes. So those guys used well. And then the Oathsworn, pretty much all solid kills. This one guy died, but 300, 280, 232, like great kills right there. Great kills from those elite units. On Seleucid's side, obviously all their archers just got freaking so many kills, and it just wasn't even worth it to try and skirmish with them because they literally have so many. So let's finally figure out how many archers they have. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total archers. So BS right there. And then they had hoplites to hold the choke points, and then shield Oh, Silver Shield Swordsman. Wow, 229. I'm surprised. They must have gotten that on that left flank. But they were pretty much fighting expendable units, so I don't think that's too bad at all. They still ended up with about 2,000 kills, and I think that, had there been only 4 archer units, I truly believe that the battle could have ended very differently. So, but anyways, guys, that's it for today. Good, solid battle. I think that was a lot of fun, so hopefully I can get another battle like that out to you guys in the near future. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow me for the next one.